To a very good source, this is no idle threat from a former royal known as Meghan Markle, and at times when she wishes to be known as the Duchess of Sussex. But as ever, what are we talking about? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company as ever. Bit cloudy right now, you know, humid. Yes, you know what I'm saying. Just had a lovely cup of tea. I don't know what you're doing right now. And you know, the annoying thing is, oh gosh, we're gossiping now, get told off, I know. But you know, when you go to the supermarket over here, we've got animal rebellion, right? The rebellion against plant food, milk, all that nonsense, you know. And the bottom line is this, we've got a milk shortage. So you know when you have to buy the full fat milk, and it tastes a bit odd now, doesn't it? I like skimmy skim, do you? Yes, I know, I can see you do. But on the serious note, isn't it strange how your tastes change? I just find it too rich, too creamy now, you know? And when you think about it, it's difficult, isn't it? Because everybody's now trying to stop everybody else's life. Animal Rebellion apparently glued themselves to some of the fridges in the supermarket. I'd have just left them there, wouldn't you? Carried on stocking the fridge. As ever, back to your breaking world story of the day. On a serious note, this really popped up with that recent interview that Meghan gave to the Cut magazine in New York City, you know. She sat down, spoke a long time, and there were lots and lots of things that came out in that particular conversation, as one can imagine. But the one really bombshell that really has made His Royal Highness Prince William incredibly nervous is the fact that she announced, if you recall, that she never actually signed anything with the royal family, so she's free to do, please, what she wants to say. And also she triggered in the little factor that when they were clearing out Frogmore Cottage, she found a journal of that time. I think, as I said to you before, I find this incredible. She would not have left behind a journal, I don't believe that. And as with everything with Meghan, you have to take it all with a pinch of salt. You know, at this point, she would have remembered when she walked on the moon, you know. That's exactly how people feel about her over here in the United Kingdom. Can't be trusted, really is the phrase you would say. But according to a very good source, this journal at points does exist. Not sure if it's in a notebook, in Meghan's mind, or indeed written down. But more importantly, apparently, she's keen to get something out there, but it's not necessarily in a negative way. So let me explain. The idea really is for Meghan to reiterate how she felt about her change of life at the time, you know, moving from one big place to another. She was living in Toronto, Canada, filming Suits. She suddenly was put in the full public spotlight, the glare of the British monarchy. And they're interested, and as I say, quite a few publishers are interested in Meghan's sort of version of exactly what happened in that period. Now, book publishers know that they need some salt in there, you know, they need some, you know, spicy stuff. But so far, which has to be said, you know, as ever, allegedly, Meghan's not keen to divulge that. Apparently she wants to give her side of the story, what it was really like for somebody to go into such a big goldfish bowl. But again, I find this very hard to believe because this would be the one thing that she was striving for. Let's not forget she's an actress, desperate for fame, desperate for media attention, as we saw when she was looking for an English boyfriend. So for me, whatever book idea she has, it will have to have some bombshells in it, simply because the publisher won't pay otherwise. But as ever, with these idle threats, you can imagine how nerve-wracking that can be for senior members of the British monarchy. And finally, it's good to note that basically, she's going to be waiting until the release of Prince Harry's tell-all memoir. And let's see how well that does first, before she decides to put pen or keyboard to paper. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.